And now it's time for the madness, the Munch Madness 4 chicken sandwiches.
Oh my goodness. It is time once again. The crowd is hyped up, amped up, and ready to go. The exclusionary culinary bestest in the worldest tournament is here. Once again, I am Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Shelf Life. Typically a podcast where a brother and sister team bring you all things pop culture, no matter the medium or genre, to determine whether or not the subject at hand belongs on your shelf. But it is that time of year, Rachel. Once again, it is time for, say it with me,
Munch Madness.
Madness. For those that may be new to folks at home, I'm recovering from a cold. I'm trying to be hype, but I'm not like Mojo Rawley. I don't stay hype. Once I get hype, I have to.
I'm kind of glad you're not.
It's an
like
ongoing
Mojo
process.
I'm just gonna point that out. It's fine. Nobody wants you to be Mojo Rawley. No. Do you want to be Mojo Rawley?
No, not necessarily. I don't know what he's up to. Might have a good life. It is time, Rachel. It is the annual time where in the United States, people fill out brackets for the college basketball tournament, but also end up across the podcast verse making brackets for various other things. And of course, as is tradition here at Shelf Life, it is the one time of year where we talk about food.
Food!
Because of shelf life. Food! Food! If you're new and you haven't listened, you can always go back and listen to the other Munch Madness tournaments. We've done cereals, candies, and potato. Ways to cook potatoes.
That's right.
So this brings us to Munch Madness 4. Rachel, what is the bracket this year to crown a new Munch Madness champion?
Well, you love it. It's finger-licking good. You gotta eat more of it. It's chicken. I feel like chicken tonight. Like chicken tonight. Specifically, the chicken sandwich.
We are diving into the fried chicken sandwich fast food wars this year on Shelf Life's Munch Madness. We've selected a bracket. We're going minimal here this year. Going a little minimal. We've selected 12 fast food locations.
That's right.
That feature fried chicken sandwiches to determine who has the best fried chicken sandwich still out there. That's what our goal is today, Rachel. At least of the fast food variety. We're not doing like your Applebee's and your Chili's and etceteras. You gotta have a fast food option. So that's our criteria here. And quite frankly, there's probably way more that we could have selected, but we were like, well, we got to keep it a little bit, at ease.
Right.
Now I do kind of wonder.
Okay.
Rachel has done most of the research.
I
Would you say that, Rachel?
I've eaten at half of the places that we have on the list. Recently.
Yes. Yeah, make sure we say that.
Recently. I've eaten at all of the places except for one. But recently I've had 6 of them.
Mm-hmm. She did a blind taste test and everything.
Yes.
She's coming in as our chicken expert, which does make sense because since Rachel was born, I think her fast food proclivities have always been to get the chicken sandwich.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
The dust has settled on the fried chicken sandwich fast food wars. It was 2019 or so. It was like right before COVID, right? That Popeyes came out with their chicken sandwich to rival Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich. And that sparked this fried chicken sandwich craze amongst the fast food giants where they all had to come up with their version of the fried chicken sandwich. Time has passed since then, obviously. The world has changed. Fast food has become much more expensive than it was even 7 years ago.
Absolutely.
So now is the time for us to test this because the hype has died down. The lines around the block aren't there anymore for these sandwiches. Who is making the chicken sandwich still the best? Who has the pride to still have the highest marks on their chicken sandwiches? Any criteria or anything that you were looking for in the sandwiches, Rachel? I have my own, but I want to make sure that the audience knows where you and I are coming from here.
Oh, sure. So typically what I've eaten, I feel like it's going to come down to how much chicken you get, like the piece size itself.
Sure,
the juiciness of the chicken, the breading of the chicken.
The quality. The breading, that's a definite.
The bun
Yes.
also
Yes.
changes it up. And honestly, if they
100%.
put a sauce on it, on like just a regular, here's your chicken sandwich, you just ask for a chicken sandwich. If they put a sauce on it and if it goes well with the chicken.
I agree with you on all counts. I'm also adding price
Oh, yes, price as
to
well.
the criteria.
I agree.
I think that needs to be included because the prices of these chicken sandwiches varies wildly.
It really,
Truly.
really does.
So are you paying for quality? That kind of thing. All those marks.
Are you getting the
definitely
quality
are
for-
coming into my criteria.
For what you paid for? Guess we're going to find out.
Folks at home, let us know. Of course, we have missed, of course, some of your different regional chicken sandwich places. We've tried to hit some of the larger ones, even if Rachel, I think, had to go out of her way for a couple of them. We've had some of these in the past. We can remember
for science.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. So, I mean, there's definitely ones that we probably did not hit, and you might be like, "Oh, that one's the best one." When
That's fine. Tell us about
I was
it.
doing. Yes, I mean, we can always do fried chicken sandwich wars too. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
When I was doing my research on this is not something that is new to the internet. If you type in best fast food chicken sandwich, every Tom, Dick, and Harry that has a blog or a podcast or a YouTube channel has done this thing. Has done it. Has gone around to their Tri-County area buying chicken sandwiches and ranking them.
Yes,
But it's not the shelf life ranking.
that's right.
And I know what you might be thinking, but Shelf Life Kevin, what makes you the authority on fried chicken? And to you, I say, you've got some nerve, mister. And also, we're Shelf Life. We are the truth.
That's right.
That's
we are
what
the
gives
truth
us the
of what
authority.
has shelf life. We gave ourselves the authority. Respect
That's
our
correct.
authority.
Yes, that's correct. Respect my authority. Also, I do think the fact that I am a very cheap individual,
And then I eat a lot of chicken sandwiches.
and that you eat a lot of chicken sandwiches, I think that gives us a little bit of credence. Once I will try your place. I will 100% try your place.
Oh, sure. Yes.
If it is not to the quality that I desire, you're not getting my repeat business. I'll tell you that right now.
It's true.
And I think there's some on this list that I think have did not live up to expectations. There are.
That's disappointing.
There are.
It's so disappointing.
There are a few on this list that have multiple types of chicken sandwiches.
Oh, of course.
I'm going to probably comment on those.
Absolutely.
But you might have to kind of take the location, the company, and their product, as the CEO of McDonald's would say, as a whole. Is this product, a digestible food product, digestible, edible product, superior as a whole? It is just the
plain
product.
Well, it's not even plain. It's
as a
just,
whole.
It's when you say chicken sandwich, chicken. There it is.
Chicken sandwich.
Damn it.
Chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich.
So I did scour the internet to try to find places. Rachel's husband, my brother-in-law, decided this was a wonderful addition to Munch Madness. Gave Rachel a list of like 30.
Yeah.
And we were like,
he was trying to help.
He was trying to help, but I was like, I'm not eating all those damn sandwiches. This isn't candy bars where it's a little easier to get, your mouth around it, so to speak. This is chicken sandwiches. These things are very filling. Looking at the internet, though, I think we hit most of the places that come up the most.
Okay. Interesting.
If you just kind of go down the list and people are like, best fast food chicken sandwiches, or you look at these videos and stuff, we don't have Dairy Queen on the list, and it didn't rank very high on most people's lists. We don't have a place called Jollibee.
No, I've heard of Jollibees, but
there are some by me, but not near me, and I did not get a chance
to go out of his
try
way.
it.
He refused.
I'm
telling you right now.
Really?
He refused.
Rachel was a little insistent on trying to get me to go try it, and I was like, it's far away though. I do want to try it though. I have it on my list where I'm like, at some point I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm very curious, and the pictures that I've seen of it look like a pretty quality chicken sandwich. I could see that being pretty good, but we're not able to get it on there. So we don't know if we're leaving off the true champion here, but hey, sometimes the committee gets it wrong. They put the wrong team on the bracket, Sometimes they leave out the team that should have gone pretty far. You never know.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it's not our problem.
And that's not our fault,
it's fine.
And we didn't make any mistakes. So if it's not there, it's not our... It's
correct.
It's fine.
Rachel, do we want to get right into round one?
I think we can. Are we going down and telling them what we have on the bracket, or are we just going into it?
You're right. We should say what we have on the bracket. So the 12 locations that we have selected. I feel like there might be more than 12.
14.
There are 14.
There's
I'll
14.
Be damned. Okay, all right, I kept saying 12. There's 14. There are 14 chicken sandwich
It's because 2 of them have a bye. I'll
2 get a bye.
That's why.
This is the NFL rules. Yes, NFL rules. 2 of them are getting a bye. 2 of them are getting a bye because they were the leaders of the trend. So Popeyes and Chick-fil-A get byes into the second round, automatic byes into the quarterfinals.
Right.
I think it's earned. I think it's fine that those 2 get byes. We also have on the list Shake Shack, Arby's, Raising Cane's, Slim Chickens, Sonic, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, Culver's, KFC, Bojangles, and Zaxby's. I think that's a pretty complete list as far as chicken is concerned.
Wide, like a good range. Yeah,
I think it's a good range. I mean, some of those are more regional than others. Some of those, of course, are the big national firms the national products, I should say.
I like that they're firms now.
I think we should just start right away. Let us go into... we don't have regions because this is a smaller bracket.
Yes.
Although I will say we do have at the bottom... We have Bojangles going against Zaxby's, and the winner takes on Chick-fil-A. So that really is the South region.
It kind of feels
of the
like
bracket.
Absolutely.
Versus maybe your Western region, and
Popeyes
your Sonic and Raising
jumped to the
Cane's
top though. So you kind of have it where Popeyes isn't with its southern bracket, but
because it also got a bye. So you got to keep Popeyes and Chick-fil-A away.
I understand.
Should we just go down the list, or is there a particular matchup you want to start with, Rachel? Anything that you're dying to talk about? I
mean, should we go with the most known name of the companies? They're probably not known specifically for their chicken sandwiches, but
let's start off with the big guys. Let's go into
guys.
Yeah, into Group C there, into the big boys. It is McDonald's versus Burger King. We weren't gonna let both of them. We were not going to let both of them. McDonald's versus Burger King.
Are you going to give us the prices first before we...
Well, no, because the prices of all of these vary.
Okay.
Depending on the region. Where you live is going to be different than where I live. And, it's going to vary.
Okay.
But I am going to say if I think that the price is high or not for the sandwich.
And I can tell you which one is high.
I mean, they're both high. What I will say,
one
though,
is it was at least $3 more than the other for me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take a look now.
That's why I'm
you got your spicy McCrispy or your McCrispy.
Mm-hmm.
For me, is in your $5.50 range.
Hold on, because their app sucks too.
Where's the McChicken?
They have the worst. Their
app kind of sucks.
It is the worst app.
And then Yeah, and then the McChicken. So Rachel, did you do the McChicken or did you do the McCrispy?
I think I might have done the McCrispy, which I mean, it's still their chicken. It's still the bun. It's still all of those things.
Their McCrispy, at least for me, at least if we're gonna like, one of the criteria here is to look at price. The McCrispy and the McChicken. The Chicken Junior at Burger King is less, but the original chicken sandwich and the Royal Crispy Chicken are more, or almost exactly the same as the McDonald's McCrispies.
Okay, so maybe I was looking at the meal when we didn't get the meals. We only got the sandwiches, but maybe when I was looking,
you're only gonna get the sandwich.
I was looking back at it, but still.
Sure.
Anyways.
Well, here's the difference, and here's where you might have been thinking. The apps, of course, always kind of like allow you to circumvent some of this terrible pricing by fast food nowadays. Burger King's app always has a chicken sandwich deal on their app. Yes. McDonald's never has any fucking deals. McDonald's app deals have gone downhill so badly.
Right.
I remember like 5 years ago, the McDonald's app would have awesome deals. They'd have like free fries and free sandwiches or $1 sandwiches or $2 sandwiches. It has jack shit on it. First of all, learn how to eat a sandwich. And then two, if you're not behind your product, as you call it,
that man does
don't
not
eat
their product. That man is like probably some
in
vegan, or he has like some weird diet. He's probably on an Atkins diet or something. Look at him. All right.
I saw him. He was the squarest.
He doesn't eat McDonald's.
A square.
He was a square. That was the first burger that he has ever eaten at McDonald's, and I bet you anything it wasn't actually
like Krusty the Clown.
It wasn't even a McDonald's burger. They just put it in a wrapper. They made it look like it.
Blah. I almost swallowed some of the juice. But their app deals are terrible.
Yeah, they're really
terrible.
bad.
So you can get a chicken sandwich at Burger King probably for less because of the app deals. So regardless, that's the pricing. But Rachel, I'm interested more in what you think about the overall experience, the taste, the texture, the chicken itself, the sandwich presentation, the bun, etc. Please give me your opinion here.
So I had eaten these actually on the same plate, but I didn't know which was which. The thing is, though, I know my chicken sandwiches.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you were going to be able to taste it, but my brother-in-law did.
He did.
Make Rachel eat them blind.
He cut them, and he made me eat them blind, and I had to, like, give my thoughts, and I had to rank them before he would let me know what chicken place was it from. And there was a couple of them that I was seriously. He did. It was very fun. Which one do you want me to start with? Who should we start with, McDonald's or Burger King?
Well, McDonald's is on the top,
all right, we'll do McDonald's first. So McDonald's...
They are the original.
McDonald's presentation was very smushed. A bit of a soggy bun.
As it happens. Did it come in a bag? They've been doing that where they like come in bags for some reason. I guess to keep them hot.
Oh, like a little pouch?
Like instead of a wrapper, it's like in a pouch. Yeah.
I think it was just in a
curious.
wrapper. I don't think it was in a pouch.
Okay.
It sounds like no pouch.
Interesting. Okay.
So, it was a thinner piece of chicken. The chicken was dry. There was a little sauce. There was some weird sauce with it, which is fine. That was my experience for McDonald's.
How was the taste? I guess you're just saying the chicken was dry.
It was a dry chicken, and the sauce was there to give it flavor. I don't really think that the crust was like a nice like crust, and then the sauce is what gave it more flavor.
Now, was the Burger King chicken the elongated original chicken, or was it the crispy?
To keep it all the same, we went with the all rounded like bun like sandwiches, whatever. Like that is the chicken sandwich, versus the long one. You know, we wanted like the proper chicken sandwich. This was a thick piece of chicken, crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, had a bit of a peppery taste to it. The bun was like a potato bun, you know, like the really golden like top bun. It had a little bit of like you could tell they grilled the bottom part of it a little bit buttery.
Yeah, they have that flame grilled.
Fluffy. It was a fluffy bun.
Yeah. Their bun is fluffier. I'm looking at it now. Their bun is definitely a fluffier bun.
Right.
Yes.
That was a juicy ass piece of chicken. So that was my experience with that one. Can you tell which one I'm gonna pick?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Rachel. Say which one.
I would 100% go with Burger King over McDonald's any day of the week, which is not something you would expect from me because I didn't used to be a Burger King fan.
My knowledge of this, I have a lot of knowledge, of course, of Burger King and McDonald's chicken sandwiches. It's not part of the competition because they got rid of it. Burger King got rid of potentially the best chicken sandwich. They had a chicken sandwich called the Chiking. And it competed with the best of these chicken sandwiches. It was awesome.
I remember that.
I don't remember. I think they didn't charge enough for it or something, so then they like had to downgrade themselves to like this Royal Crispy thing. Mm-hmm. The elongated chicken sandwich. It's a little different because it's on a sesame seed bun, and it's more
like
of a
patty.
Long, thinner.
It's like a long patty.
Like patty. Mm-hmm. With like mayo. I always put barbecue sauce on it. It is a flatter piece of chicken. Works fine, but it is a little flatter. It's a decent taste. It is filling. The Royal Crispy is like the cousin of the Chiking, of what the Chiking was. I agree with you. I think that it has a richer taste. The McDonald's chicken, I know you had a difficulty with it. I think that the deluxe sandwiches from McDonald's buns are decent, but the McChicken as it is for the price that it is, I can finish the thing. Okay, like it's
Kevin
kind
eats
of
like
small.
a bird.
I like the heat that comes off of the spicy McChicken works pretty well. It's fine in a pinch. It is literally fast food.
I just don't think the quality is there, to be quite honest. They have
Well,
their
the problem
prices
with
go up,
all
but
of-
the quality either stays the same or goes down there. I can't.
The McCrispy, like to me, if I'm going to get the chicken sandwich from McDonald's, I am going to go with the cheap one. I'm going to go with the McChicken, and it is between the two of them, all things the same or similar. Especially if you can get the Burger King app deal, I'm going to go with the Burger King.
Yes.
The Royal Crispy one. Yeah, I can see where you would say that the Burger King one is better. So I'm with you on this. The Burger King chicken is like a thicker piece, like you said. It is a little juicier.
Yeah.
I think it does differentiate based on the franchise that you go to, but I think that
sure.
we are in a
Which I always am like annoyed with
so.
the franchise stuff, but you know, I take risks.
So in a battle of the hamburgeristas here, the old school McDonald's falls to Burger King, moves on
to the
quarterfinals. The King has moved on. Okay, Rachel, what's next?
Well, you can say,
which matchup?
where would you like to go next? I chose.
I want to
top
go with
dogs.
Sonic and Wendy's.
Okay. Okay.
I'll let you go first on these because you're the expert. I'm just adding adding some color commentary.
No, that's totally fine. I had both of these. Again, I did these in a blind taste test. Again, with the Sonic one, I had like a peppery taste, a little bit of a thinner patty. The bun was lackluster, very pickly. It was like very heavily pickled. They only had the one chicken sandwich, by the way. So this is the chicken sandwich if you go to Sonic. As far as I know. So it's very pickly and peppery. It was fine. It wasn't super dry or anything, but it was a small piece of chicken. I don't know if I have anything else to say about that. With Wendy's,
That's all I've got to say about it.
yeah.
Okay, hang on. I'm looking at the picture of the Sonic sandwich right now, and you're right. Even on their menu, they have pickles on this thing like
It's just pickled.
it's going out of business.
oh yeah, I like pickles. Pickles are I always eat all the pickles. Like my husband will give me his pickles, and I will eat the pickles. But it's like this is pickled, and I don't know if this is just because they had that whole pickle line of stuff before. It's just a lot of pickle.
It's a lot of pickles.
It's a lot of pickles.
The price that I'm getting on the Sonic chicken sandwich, at least by me, is more than McDonald's and Burger King. So would you say that the size of the chicken sandwich corresponded to that? Because this is like, looking at it, I can see where, like, okay, you get a lot of the pickles. Mm-hmm. It's a good-looking picture of the Sonic, but
they always are, aren't they? I mean, it's a thinner piece of chicken. If the thing was, is it wasn't as dry as, like, McDonald's chicken was, so for me, I ranked it higher than McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
I did. The bun was fine. It was a little buttery. Like, it had, like, that golden, like, buttery look to it. If it's more expensive, that just makes it seem like, ugh, you know? Because you're just like, well, I could get something else, you know? I'll get their drink, and then I could have something easier to eat if there's something, like, in their app deal, maybe. So that's kind of what I'm thinking on that one.
I kind of agree. And I think the Sonic app is more like your Burger King app, where you might end up getting a decent deal on the sandwich, and then it's like,
and then you go in during happy hour with the drinks, and you get a good drink. I think they're better with their drinks than food, but sometimes they have something fun you can get.
I've had the shakes there, and I think that the shakes were all right.
The drinks.
Yeah, the Sonic, everything about Sonic is kind of like, that was fine. Like, it is kind of like fine. A very, like, that was fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. And now, this is going to be very interesting because it goes up against one of Rachel's most beloved food products. I'm sorry, I keep calling them food products. They're not food products. They're edible, digestible products. Let me make sure to make that clear. One of Rachel's most beloved edible, digestible products, which, always, folks at home, back in the day, for the kids that are listening that might be younger, remember, get your parents' permission to listen to Shelf Life. Fast food used to be cheaper. And, like, when Rachel and I were, like, growing up, you could just go get fast food as a fucking,
absolutely,
teenager or whatever, and it was like, this will sustain me. Wendy's was just one of those places that was real easy to go, and I would get some spicy chicken nuggets or a fry or a Frosty. And no matter what, Shelf Life Rachel, would always get a spicy chicken sandwich.
Yep, that's still my go-to.
The spicy, but now that you're putting it up against
probably the Frosty,
all of these other chicken sandwiches. Well, I say, yeah, you're right. It's probably the Frosty. And I shouldn't say favorite because I don't want you to think that, I'm not biased. People at home to think that will automatically win, because it might not be the best. It was just always the most convenient. Over the years, Wendy's, maybe even more than McDonald's, has become a glutton of
I don't think it's
price hikes. You don't think it's more?
Here's the problem.
It's
what you're saying. Their price hikes, yes, but their quality also went up a little bit. McDonald's, price hiked, quality down. That is where I will stand on that hill. I don't think their food has gotten any. I don't think it's never gotten better. So it's either the same or worse than what it was before.
I don't think that Wendy's quality has gone up.
Slightly.
I think it's actually gone down as well. I think that the fries usually
went up more than McDonald's went.
Probably. But I think that their prices have gone up.
Their prices are... all of fast food is too much.
So, Rachel, as the expert on the chicken sandwich, now the options are, of course, the spicy chicken sandwich, which is I know what you got and are going to quantify here. I think that's appropriate. Because I think that is I think that's the favored of the chicken sandwiches at Wendy's. They also have an Asiago chicken.
Yeah, their Asiago chicken sandwich is pretty good, yeah.
And then just a regular crispy chicken, which must be like the smaller, like your McChickens style sandwiches. It is pricier than McDonald's, Burger King, and Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
No,
you do get more fixings on it, though, than some of the others. So you do get, like, the tomato, the pickle, the lettuce, and you get, like, all of those on it.
Did the Royal Crispy not come with those? I think the Burger King one might.
I don't know if it had tomato. I know it had pickles.
The Sonic one is, like,
pickles.
just pickles.
And it had, like, a nice sauce.
Yeah, they all put pickles. Anyway, sorry, I stopped you from talking about Wendy's.
And lettuce. No, it's fine. I thought the chicken was good. It was a larger piece of chicken, which was nice. It had nice breading on it. The bun was a little flat. It was still, like, there. It still had, like, a nice bun
How would you
flavor
describe
to
the
it.
bun? Is it just kind of brioche, or is it something different than?
I want to say it was the brioche bun.
It's like a typical Wendy's bun.
Yeah, like a typical like brioche Wendy's bun.
It's a typical Wendy's bun. Yeah, hamburger bun. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, so I feel like you get a little bit more in it. It just felt like I was eating more when I like bit into it than a couple of the other sandwiches I had. It was good, I think is how I would describe it. It was good. It wasn't just fine. It wasn't dry or anything. It was good.
Okay, so between the two of them, who did you have ranked higher?
I ranked Wendy's higher than Sonic.
Okay.
Would you concur? You're not a pickle man.
I think so.
And I feel like if you had that Sonic sandwich and you had forgotten to tell them to take off the pickles, it's just gonna taste like pickle.
It's a lot of pickles. It's just
a lot of pickles.
Looking at, it just looks like it would just taste like it would be overwhelming. Like they're trying to hide the chicken.
It was overwhelmingly pickle with a little bit of a pepper taste.
I do appreciate that they put a lot of pickles on there. I think that's what they're trying to use to differentiate from the other sandwiches.
Oh, sure.
And the bun looks better.
I think it was a better bun. I can't remember. I can't remember if it was flatter. It might have been, but that could have just been. It could have just been, my locations and how they handled it.
Well, that's the problem with all of these.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm gonna give them points on the bun, but I do think that Wendy's spicy chicken in particular has a very good heat index to it.
Oh yes.
It's
I forgot about talking about
much,
the heat. Yes.
It's not too much. It's not like you don't have it there. It's like just the right amount of heat in the chicken, and it offsets with like the mayo and the bun pretty well. And then getting a Frosty, of course, kind of like helps with that. If Sonic had a spicy chicken sandwich, I'd be interested because you got the Frosty at Wendy's. You've got all those milkshakes and shit, whatever they call them at Sonic. You could.
I don't think they call that anything.
They
weird.
just call them shakes.
The thing is, they just there we go. Blasts.
Sonic blasts.
They call them blasts. And some of them, there we go. The shakes.
Blasts.
I mean, it is like a drive-in. That's kind of their whole thing is that you drive, like it's a little drive-in. You drive up and you can order and.
So I'm with you on this one, Rachel. Overall, I do think that Wendy's is better than Sonic. I'm not going to disparage Sonic necessarily, but I do think that Wendy's moves on. So Wendy's is moving on.
The Sonic drinks. If you want a fun drink, go during a happy hour. Get a fun drink.
So Wendy's moves on to round number 2, the quarterfinals. Rachel, select our next combatants.
Shall we go down to the south on the next one?
We are going down to the south to get us some fried chicken.
Oh, so
going
good, though.
Down where fried chicken belongs,
Proper place
where
for
fried
it.
chicken began. This is the battle of the real fried chicken, folks, because this is down south where they know how to fry up a fucking chicken. All right, they ain't no New York chicken, that's for goddamn sure. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am just a southern chicken myself. I'm just a simple southern chicken. Yeah, this is the South bracket, and it is Bojangles versus Zaxby's. I don't think it gets more southern than this. I mean, Chick-fil-A
kind of
obviously South.
Popeyes.
Popeyes is Cajun. It's not the deep South. It's Cajun.
Okay, fair.
That's a difference. There's
fair.
First of all, there is a difference between us in the South and
I
you.
will say,
you.
I did have proper Louisiana Popeye chicken, so while I was there.
Rachel killed the she asked if the chicken was from Louisiana herself. She put a voodoo curse on it and everything. She gave it a voodoo blessing before beheading it.
As
she
you're
plucked
supposed
the
to.
hairs.
As you're supposed
the feathers, the hairs.
It's proper.
Okay, Rachel, Zaxby's versus Bojangles. What do you got?
Okay, so this one I haven't had recently, so I'm like going off of memory on both of these. I know Zaxby's had a good sauce that was on it, but the chicken was just kind of, I want to say it was what didn't have like a good breading. Like it was a soft breading. Bojangles, on the other hand, and this is why I'm mentioning the breading. I remember Bojangles having a nice like crispy breading, but nothing that like wow, like I'm not like remembering if there was like a sauce, but the chicken had like itself had like a nice breading on it.
both of these places, I feel like they specialize in different things when it comes to fried chicken. I think Bojangles is kind of a fried chicken place. It's like a KFC. Mm-hmm. It's going for fried chicken or wings, maybe. Zaxby's is more on like your tenders side of things, which is why I would have guessed, like just by sheer nature of what they're trying to do, that Zaxby's would have the superior sandwich. All you got to do is take the filet and put it on there. You can kind of do that with your tenders, as we'll find out later in this tournament. Mm-hmm. I think that the bun is pretty good. I always like the bun with like the little cut in it, little butt crack bun.
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, where like the steam comes out when they bake it.
Yeah, I want a little butt crack bun. Zaxby's has a little butt crack bun.
One thing that I always found with Zaxby's was that they did cater to the late night crowd with their sandwiches. I feel like Bojangles was always more of like a dinner crowd type of thing.
See, and the interesting thing about that to me, Rachel, is I have almost exclusively only had Bojangles for breakfast.
Oh, that too. Yes. There was
I'm even going to comment on it.
When I used to live somewhere else, there was a Bojangles that was near me, and they were only open until lunch. And then that was it. Is that a thing with Bojangles?
I don't know, because they do boxes of chicken like fucking KFC or Popeyes. So for me, the Bojangles that I'm going to be able to be able to judge on is their chicken biscuit. Mm-hmm. Which I know is not the same, but it's still a chicken sandwich, so everybody can shut up. That's what I'm going with. Their biscuit is wonderful. I am a biscuit man when it comes to breakfast fast food. Mm-hmm. I prefer the biscuit over your English muffin style sandwiches. I want a biscuit every day of the week. I knew she might be listening to this, so I knew one of my friends could marry the woman he was dating because I had stayed over. This is before they got married.
Sure, I would have.
I had stayed over I had stayed over at his house, and then the morning after, she got up and was like, "Hey, do you want me to get you guys breakfast?" And we were like, "Oh, sure." And she was like, it was like McDonald's or something like that. And she was like, "Biscuits, right? No, we're not getting muffins." And I was like, "Okay, good. You can marry her. She understands that the biscuit. She didn't even need to be prompted. She just knew sausage biscuits." Got it. That's love right there. God. That's how you know that you're compatible with the group as a whole. It's a big sandwich, the Bojangles chicken sandwich, in my opinion. It had a good flavor to it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how to describe it.
Was it
obviously the real
I'm
chicken?
trying to remember. I feel like there was a seasoning in the breading of the chicken.
There's a season. Yes.
And I don't know if it's something. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
The thing that's probably going to make it go over the top, because for me, I'm picking Bojangles.
Sure.
I like Zaxby's. I like it fine.
Zaxby's was fine.
It just got
paired with Bojangles.
It was in the South region with Bojangles. We gotta eliminate some. It's got to be eliminated sometime. I think Zaxby's is fine. Maybe dry. I kind of remember it being a little dry. There's not a lot of juice in the Zaxby's sandwich, at least when I had it. Mm-hmm. But it still was a pretty good chicken sandwich, and the price was around the same as your McDonald's and Burger King's. It's a decent sandwich. It's got the pickles. It's got a sauce. It tastes like a sandwich.
It actually has a nice it's probably that was an island or that ranch based sauce on it, but it's a decent sauce.
But for some reason, just the fact that I can go get this chicken biscuit for breakfast, and it's gonna fill you up all day at Bojangles with that flavoring, like you're saying. Yeah. There is something about that flavoring. My vote would be Bojangles.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm gonna agree with you. I think Bojangles is gonna take it because I do like the breading on that chicken. And it is a big-ass piece of chicken.
Yeah, we're talking the Zaxby's signature sandwich, by the way. The kickin' chicken sandwich, where it's on bread or something like that. I just got the regular signature sandwich. It does have sauce.
The kickin' chicken
it does have
that's
the pickles.
On the toast, the Texas toast. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
I forgot it was on the Texas toast. Texas toast is pretty good.
Does that change your...
Well,
your answer?
It's good. The Texas toast does add to it because it's usually like this thick, buttery, toasted bun, quote unquote, because it is just toast. And like it's smothered in sauce. I feel like the chicken at Bojangles, but the chicken at Bojangles doesn't need the sauce to rise above type of thing, you know, because I feel like it's that breading on the Bojangles. I feel like that still kind of does it, but I do like the Texas toast sandwich. It is very good, very flavorful, especially because of all the sauces that they put on it.
I think at the end of the day, though, the seasoning on the Bojangles sandwich is going to push it over the top. But this one was actually tougher than I expected. Despite Papa Meat only went to because I got my brother-in-law into watching Meat Canyon, and he did a chicken sandwich one, and I remember him biting into the Zaxby's and being like 0, 10, like he was like, this is terrible. I think he just lives in an area that doesn't know how to do it. But
Probably.
I think Bojangles moves on over Zaxby's. Not that bad, but yes, somebody's got to be eliminated in the southern belt there. So Bojangles moves on. It will take on Chick-fil-A in the quarterfinals.
Where are we going to next, Kev?
Well, speaking of southern chickens, let's kind of stick around in this area here. Raising Cane's versus Slim Chickens. Raising Cane's versus Slim Chickens. Rachel, who you got?
They both use a regular bun, but they also both use chicken fingers as the chicken on the sandwich. Correct?
They do. Yes, which is why they were going against each other.
Yes, that is the exact reason.
Because you got to get... Because it's like a cheat code.
It is.
It's kind of a cheat.
This is... Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I'm just going to say, make a sandwich, people. Make a fillet. You can't just put your tender product on a bun, but that is a sandwich, so
I feel like this is hard, though. Because they both have... They're known for their chicken. These are chicken places, right?
Yes, there are. Yes.
I feel like the chicken from Raising Cane's has more of that crispy crust. And I feel like Slim Chickens doesn't have, like, the really, like, thick, crispy crust. I feel like they put more seasoning, and it's a thinner crust on their chicken. Now, I've had fantastic chicken from both places. Juicy chicken. The bun at Slim Chickens, I'm wondering if it's better than Raising Cane's. What are your thoughts?
Rachel's really taking.
I'm a little torn on this one. I'm torn on this one because I feel like these are incredibly similar.
My thought, I'm kind of with you. I think that the breading on Raising Cane's, Raising Cane's has better breading. Their tenders have very good breading on them. I don't like the idea of the tenders on the bun or like as a sandwich because it's just you're just asking for it to fucking fall apart.
It just falls apart. Yes, I agree.
Apparently, Raising Cane's Slim Chickens also has sandwiches that aren't just the tenders. Looking at it now, maybe they've evolved a bit here.
They had a really spicy chicken sandwich that I've had recently from Slim Chickens. I think was just a regular patty. It was a very spicy. It was very good. It was incredibly spicy. And that one I'm pretty sure was just a patty. So maybe they have evolved a bit more. Does that elevate them for having a regular chicken patty, one thick piece of chicken, versus the chicken tenders?
The chicken is thick at Slim Chickens.
It is.
It's a thick piece of chicken. The difference for me is the sauce at Raising Cane's. You must have got the Cayenne Ranch chicken sandwich, Rachel. Because it's got Cayenne Ranch mayo on it.
Maybe.
I think the flavor of the Raising Cane's sauce and the breading is better, but I think the chicken might be of higher quality at Slim Chickens. So it's like, I'm a little torn on it. Slim Chickens is cheaper, and Slim Chickens is actually making the patty. I'm still going to go Raising Cane's, but just because I personally have to do that, but it's very close. It's very close.
It's really difficult. See, this is where I don't know if I can just give it to you, because I feel like the Raisin Cane sandwich, because it's still just tenders, it does kind of just fall apart.
Yeah.
So that's my only thing, is that I feel like the Raisin Canes one is going to fall apart versus the Slim Chickens. If you get the actual patty, it's going to stay together. It's really hard to say. I don't know now. But if you want to go with Raisin Canes, I'll allow it. That's fine.
What's the juiciness factor you got on these chickens,
geez.
Rachel?
Oh, boy.
Because for me, Raisin Canes is damn juicy. Like,
They
they
do a really good job with the juiciness.
It feels fresh. I can't speak for Slim Chickens.
They usually have like a
although,
flavorful, but
yeah.
I'm starting to think the juicy factor might be very good for Raisin Canes. I will give you that one.
Yeah.
We might be able to go
like,
with raisin on this one.
I'm thinking the breading, the sauce, and the juiciness. This is another situation like Zach's. They're all winners here.
They
Not
really
all of
are.
them, but like
No, some of them are winners.
In this particular matchup, I think that either of these could have like won
Absolutely.
against several of these other. Mm-hmm. I'm sticking with Raisin Canes because of the taste and everything. Even though it is cheating to just put your tenders on the bun and call it a day. It's a little more expensive probably than getting the sandwich, but they put like 3 tenders on there,
you do
so
get
you're
3.
getting you get quite a bit. So I'm gonna go with Raisin Canes to move on to the quarterfinals, and it will take on Wendy's in the quarterfinals. All right, Rachel, we only have 2 matchups left here in the first round. Which one would you like to do first?
Let's do the one that we've been avoiding. Let's do the
is-
one where I don't think I've had a chicken sandwich here.
This is Shake Shack versus Arby's. We have the meats at Arby's.
Right. Not known for their chicken
Right.
meat, known for like deli meats.
I'm judging both of their chicken sandwiches. Now, Arby's to me is a slightly underrated fast food joint.
Okay.
I think, in general, if you want like a decent meaty sandwich, Arby's is not bad. It has like a lower expectation than it really should. Obviously, when I said it's Shake Shack versus Arby's, Kevin put in the putty line of him going
Feels like an Arby's night.
and then
Of course.
they have a buffalo chicken sandwich, and
Okay.
they have a crispy chicken sandwich.
I'd probably go off
those
of the
sandwiches,
crispy chicken for this
Yeah.
specifically, but
Yes. Now, but personally, I'd probably get the buffalo chicken sandwich.
Of
But
course.
let's talk about the crispy chicken sandwich.
it
Not a
sounds
big fan of
great.
not a big fan of the bun.
That's because it doesn't have a butt.
It doesn't
wants
have a
the
butt.
butt
It's not
bun.
artesian.
He needs it to
I
have
need
a
that
crack.
butt. I need that. Oh yeah, that big juicy
Bun.
warm
Give
bun.
me those buns.
Yeah.
Ew.
Fuck yeah. Even in the picture on like the restaurant's website, it looks like a crappy kind of hamburger bun
I
that like you
kinda
can get at
see
your
it.
grocery store.
Can kind of
Yeah.
see it.
The chicken itself, very crispy. The piece that I like with it, it's a brioche bun, but it doesn't look like it's that good. The thing that I like about it, though, shredded lettuce.
I do like the
I
shredded
love
lettuce.
shredded lettuce more than
Yeah.
just a piece of lettuce. I love shredded lettuce. I don't know why, but I think it enhances
I guess it's just
the sandwich.
The texture profile, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess it's a texture
The mouth
thing.
feel of the lettuce.
The mouth, yes, the mouth feel.
It matters. You
does
You
matter.
have to understand that.
The thing about Shake Shack, it gives you the pickles. It gives you the accoutrement that you want.
The bun looks really bad to me for the Shake Shack. I feel
think
like the Arby's one looks better, but
I think in general the problem with Shake Shack is that it is small for the price.
fair.
I think that for the price of the sandwich, it's smaller than you'd expect.
Yeah.
But the chicken itself feels like they deep fried that fucker right in front of you. Like it's
kinda
got
look
a
like it.
very crispy look to it.
Yes. Because it has a nice crunch to it. Yeah.
That to me is gonna elevate it. Elevate it. Will elevate it. I think that the Arby's sandwich doesn't have like a ton of flavor to it, but that's the one thing that I can't really discern between the two of them.
Right.
So at the moment, I'm going to see what the consensus is in the public, and here's what the consensus of the public is.
Show me chicken sandwich. Sorry, go on.
Says that Shake Shack's Chicken Shack is generally considered higher quality, offering a premium, tender, and juicy filet with a light, crispy, peppery batter on a soft potato
so they
bun.
go
So I was right, it was
peppery,
a
too.
potato bun.
It does say potato. bun.
Oh, okay. Well, I know my buns. Damn right I do. Arby's crispy chicken is often described as a decent, budget-friendly option, well-seasoned, but it can be dry.
Ooh.
Shake Shack ranks higher in taste tests in general.
I mean, they're kind of winning me over on that.
Yeah, and then like showing both, like Arby's is the more affordable option, and you get smaller for Shake Shack. Like everyone is also saying like it is small for what you get, but it is a good quality piece of chicken.
Okay.
It's actually considered to be one of the top tier qualities as far
Wow.
as chicken sandwiches go.
Interesting.
So maybe taste-wise, that's all it needs. But Arby's chicken sandwich is considered low-key good. So I actually agree with that. I do.
Wait, you
I
said
do
that.
like that buffalo chicken. The buffalo chicken sandwich is pretty good.
Okay.
Shake Shack is going to move on at the moment. It's going to take on
that's fine.
Popeyes in the quarterfinals.
Ooh.
We'll see how it does there.
Interesting.
We have only one more matchup left in the first round, and it, of course, is Culver's versus KFC. This is Kentucky versus Wisconsin.
Wow.
Rachel, this is states and their proclivities, their tastes. Who wins? Does the original, does the Colonel take home the prize? Or does Wisconsin, normally known for their burgers and cheese curds, they dive into the chicken game and they pick up a victory? There's probably some folks out there that have not had one or both.
That's possible.
Like KFC's
Absolutely.
more nationwide, but Culver's is not everywhere. So I could see where people might not have it. To describe, Culver's is a Wisconsin-owned thing, so they have like the butter bun on everything. The butter burger is their deal. It's like a smash burger. It's like a thin cut patty.
Right.
But chicken sandwich wise, I'm interested to see what you think, Rachel. I'm assuming these were two of the ones that you had.
I had Culver's. I did not have KFC, actually.
Interesting.
We didn't get to get that one. I think that was going to be like, if we had a chance, that was going to be the next one that we would have gotten. But I did have Culver's, and I've had Culver's chicken sandwich before. This one, actually, the last one I had was a spicy chicken, but it had that butter burger. It had that buttery bun, and it was a big piece of chicken. It was a fluffy bun. It had a lot of flavor, just juicy. It was really good. KFC-wise, though, they usually have I feel like they usually have a thinner piece of chicken with a lot of breading, like a really good crusty.
It's got a good crunch to it.
It's got a
compared
really
to like
good
your
crunch.
Culver's. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It does kind of some wonders to it. And I've always been a fan of like the herbs and spices of KFC. I think the biggest problem with KFC is consistency.
Yes.
Consistency for KFC
Yes.
is really, really poor. You never know if you're going to get like an undercooked, shitty chicken
It's so
sandwich, or you're going to get a good KFC chicken sandwich. It's very inconsistent.
It really is. That is kind of the problem.
The bun isn't the best at your KFCs.
No. The bun was very good from Culver's. It did have like a really nice bun. It was nice and fluffy, and it had like that. It was like toasted, and the chicken was really thick and juicy, and all of that. I feel like personally, for this one, I would have to go Culver's. I can taste the crunch from the KFC when it's a good chicken sandwich, but you're right, the consistency is just not there. The bun, just blah bun, you know? So like that overall sandwich feel sometimes just doesn't hit when it comes to KFC.
Okay. This one I'm going to slightly disagree with you. However, I'm not necessarily going to like stop you from going that way. See, I like the crispiness of the KFC sandwich. Like to me, like that's one of the things I'm looking for when I get a fried chicken sandwich like this. Mm-hmm. Did you think all of the stuff that they would put onto the Culver's sandwich took away from the chicken at all?
No, I don't think so. Not as an overall sandwich. I don't think it took away from like the flavor of the chicken.
Was it seasoned at all? Or would you say, like, it wasn't as flavorful? You think it was flavorful?
I thought
the
it
Culver's
was. I thought it was. I thought it had a nice flavor to it.
one? Okay.
I don't know. This is difficult. I feel like as far as like chicken sandwich goes, I feel like the Culver's one was better. KFC does has like a nice piece of chicken by itself.
Yeah, I mean, dang,
So
the consistency thing, that's what's really getting me here, is its consistency. Mm-hmm. Damn. I think if I took the best of both of these places, Culver's as a hamburger is great. The Butterburger at Culver's is great. But that consistency, I'm gonna give you this one to you, Rachel, because I feel like this is an upset. I feel like Culver's beating KFC is a bit of an upset. Sometimes upsets happen. I'm interested, though. I'm interested in revisiting that one in the future. Folks at home, did we get that one wrong? Because I'm curious about that one.
Who knows? Maybe we'll just have a bunch of addendums on this one. Okay, now I finally ate this sandwich. Okay, now we finally had this one again. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I think there could always be a chicken sandwich wars 2 in the future. But we have made it to the quarterfinal round. We have 8 sandwiches left. Rachel, let's go to the top of the big board here. It is Popeyes versus Shake Shack in round 2. Who you got?
Well, I feel like I have to go with Popeyes.
We haven't talked about Popeyes, so please describe your thoughts and rankings on the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Loving that chicken at Popeyes.
So the Popeyes chicken...
She's getting a notebook out. She has all of her notes written down.
The Popeyes chicken sandwich, I feel like...
It's a very greasy page, by the way.
I mean... Yeah. It's greasy chicken. I feel like they have like... I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like the bun is not a butt bun, as you'd want, of course. They usually just do like a brioche bun type of deal.
Bit of lacking in the bun, yes.
But the chicken usually is like a thick, crispy piece of chicken. It's juicy. Mm-hmm. They have a nice sauce that goes along with the breading on the chicken. That's just really nice. The weird thing is, I feel like a lot of chicken sandwiches can be like this, but Popeyes does feel like comfort food when you eat it. So, like, the chicken sandwich there, I don't know if it's a flavor in it that does it, but it always felt like, it's like, this is a comfort food. And I know that's a very southern thing anyways, but maybe it's just the spices that they add to it. But of course it's up against Shake Shack, and I don't know Shake Shack, and it's smaller. You're gonna get a smaller sandwich versus like Popeye's massive sandwich that they give you typically.
Yeah, and that's why Popeyes is gonna move on. The sandwich is so much bigger.
It's as big as your hand.
It's cheaper.
That's true.
It's got a good crunch to it. The only thing wrong with it is the bun. I don't think that the bun is very
Improve
good.
your buns.
Yeah, get a better bun. And this thing would be like an artisanal like masterpiece.
Yeah.
The piece of the chicken's very good. Now, there is an inconsistency problem when it comes to the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Also
there can
true.
be.
Mm-hmm.
Popeyes is up and down the board when it comes to like which franchise do you go to. But the seasoning is good.
Yeah.
The sauce is good, like you said. I always like the spicy heat that Popeyes gives you. Really good breading on it.
Yeah.
And full for as simple as it is. It's just pickles and the sauce, mayo, and the chicken. Shake Shack, though, I do think it has a very good high-quality chicken. The quality is probably better as a chicken than Popeyes, but it's smaller, it's more expensive, and it doesn't give you that comfort and the crunch like you're talking about. So for me, I'm going Popeyes.
I'm going Popeyes.
Love that. Like the Seattle Seahawks this year getting the bye and blowing out the 49ers in the first time they got to play a game. Popeyes flies past Shake Shack here in the first round, which takes us to who they will play in the semifinals. Will it be either Raising Cane's or Wendy's? Do you want to know where? I guess you went first, so you want me to go first, Rachel?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
It's Raising Cane's.
Yeah. No, I actually agree.
That's going in the trailer. Yeah, I agree. Sesame seed bun, higher quality chicken, bigger chicken.
Yeah. It might be
5 years ago,
might be tenders, but
yeah, it's
it
better
is
chicken.
better.
5 years ago, I might have disagreed. I don't think that Wendy's has stayed in the game with some of these other chicken places. Raising Cane's being one of them. It is more expensive, but you get a very large amount of chicken, and the sauce is better. Sauce is better.
Yeah,
even for the spicy
better.
chicken.
The spicy chicken at Wendy's though is so good. I don't know the spicy chicken at Cane's. They don't
have a spicy.
Oh, see, they don't have a spicy. Well, there you go. There's your answer to that one.
But I think it's Raising Cane's.
Yeah, I feel like I have to agree that it's going to be Raising Cane's.
Texas toast. I mean, I'm not the rest of it. We'll do fast food places in general one day and talk about the Texas toasts and the French fries and coleslaw and the Frosties and everything else that goes along with it. Just when you think about the chicken sandwich, though, I feel like the quality is gonna tip Raising Cane's over the top. Yeah. Well, we are flying through the quarterfinals. We have only so 2 more left. Let's go through them here. It's Burger King and Culver's, Rachel. Oh, she's got a grimace on her face.
No, this one was just this is where I struggled because I actually ate them together, and I couldn't figure out who should go where on my tier list. So I would like to know your thoughts first on this one.
Burger King.
I did eventually put Burger King on top. I did eventually do it.
And it's not just because of my nostalgia for their chicken. It also, I think that they develop a breading.
It was the breading
that competes with the guys that got the buys.
Yeah.
I think that the breading
they actually did a really good job.
Over the top.
It tricked me for a minute. And then I went, but there's the flavor profile of Burger King. And I was like, that's got to be Burger King. And this one has to be Culver's. But I was just like, but Burger King has a really good chicken sandwich, and I was like confused by it. So it was, I actually ended up putting Burger King over Culver's as well. So I would agree Burger King can move forward.
Okay. Burger King moves on to the semifinals. Good for Burger King.
Did
not expect necessarily Burger King to be up there, but here we go. And the battle for the battle of the southern states, the Confederacy.
No.
Down here.
The Chicken Confederacy.
We've got.
Just say little chickens in suits. Anyways.
The South will rise again.
No.
Bojangles versus Chick-fil-A, Rachel.
We haven't talked about
My
Chick-fil-A
God, what a
yet.
battle.
We haven't talked about Chick-fil-A.
Now, we haven't talked about Chick-fil-A. We got to talk about Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
I know you went there, so go ahead.
We did.
I also ate there for this one, so.
And it was a hunk of meat.
Scrum diddly-umptious. Sorry, go ahead.
It was a good sandwich. It was like a nice bun. It had good chicken, very juicy, nice sauce. It was a good sandwich. Yeah. I don't know how else to describe it. So it was really juicy, really thick, and then it also had like a nice breading on it, which obviously elevated it when I ate it because I was just like, okay, yeah, there it is. There's a piece of chicken. Like it was very thick and juicy.
That is a piece of chicken.
How would you describe Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, it's a big fillet, obviously. To me, I do think if you don't eat it right away and they give it to you in that little bag that they give to you, it can kind of flatten itself.
It starts
out.
to get a little soggy. I agree. It's that
and it
steam.
can get a little soggy. Yeah, because it stays kind of heated in that bag, which can be kind of a problem compared to Popeyes. I'm saying
sure.
Compared to Popeyes, like I think that you can like Popeyes travels a little better. Yeah. But that might be because of the quality of the chicken. But yes, juicy, quality chicken, piece of chicken that they give you. You get the Chick-fil-A sauce with it. I think that could probably count with it. And that Chick-fil-A sauce, wonderful piece of
it complements it. It doesn't
mustard,
like take over, really. It doesn't really take it over.
Very simple in the fact that it is just pickles and the chicken. You can get the deluxe with the lettuce and tomato on it.
I think I had the
suppose.
deluxe.
Sure.
If I
But
remember.
it is juicy. It is quality. It's got a good flavor to it. Mm-hmm. Comparing it to Bojangles, which is actually kind of similar. Bojangles has that more like peppery flavor.
Yeah, they were more peppery.
Does that make sense?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a few of these that had that pepperiness to it. So, like, when you say that,
Yeah.
I can immediately taste it.
I lean Chick-fil-A because of the juiciness.
You don't lean
I think the quality
Chick-fil-A
of-
because of their biscuit chicken breakfast sandwich?
I've had the biscuit chicken
Because
from
now
Chick-fil-A
you
as
can
well.
put them up together.
No, that's true. I can think about this, yes, because
Mm-hmm.
I've had the biscuit chicken at both. Price aside, because I would never pay full price for either of the breakfast chicken sandwiches. Because I just don't believe in paying $5 for a biscuit. Yeah, I think it's Chick-fil-A. I think the chicken is I think the chicken's a higher quality.
I think I can also lean that way. The breading and the flavor of Bojangles is really good, but there's just something about that like thick, juicy piece of chicken that they give you from Chick-fil-A that's just kind of like, oh.
And the thing that's yeah, okay, all right. So this is saying that people usually think that Bojangles is larger, crispier, and spicier.
Okay.
With the pepper.
The pepperiness.
Chick-fil-A's is juicier, milder, and higher quality bun. I guess so. I just like the tenderness of the Chick-fil-A bun and the consistency. The thing that's going to take Chick-fil-A far in this tournament, potentially, is the consistency.
They are consistent.
I mean, and look, I get it. The owner, and they give money to...
They're a scummy organization.
You know what? Other side, progressive side, get yourself a place that runs as well as fucking Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God,
because
make me a chicken place.
because it is it's
Rival
always
them.
fucking friendly and clean and consistently quality good. I'm sorry. Let the man
good.
march. It's too damn good. Like
Yeah.
it's good. It's always consistently good and it's consistently like easy to get the sandwich every time. And that kind of is going to help it go far.
Beat them at their game, damn it.
So Chick-fil-A is moving on, which means, Rachel, that we have come
The Final Four.
to the semifinals, the final four, if you will, of fast food chicken sandwiches. When we come back, we're going to take a short break because the crowd is going wild. They're almost exhausted and they're stuffed and
chanting
fat.
chicken. They're bagawking out there.
We have the final four, Popeyes and Raising Cane's, Burger King versus Chick-fil-A. Who will take home the crown of chicken champion here at Munch Madness?
The Shelf Life Munch Madness is brought to you by Feels Like Chicken Tonight.
Feels like chicken tonight.
Chicken
like
tonight.
Chicken
Like
tonight.
chicken
like
tonight.
chicken tonight.
Chicken tonight.
Ragu introduces Chicken Tonight simmer sauces, and suddenly everybody's saying,
I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight, chicken tonight.
choose from 4 new sauces. Each one's made with real vegetables and herbs, so you can make dishes like country French chicken and chicken cacciatore. Just brown the chicken, simmer, and serve.
I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight,
New Chicken Tonight simmer sauces from Ragu.
chicken tonight.
We're back with another round here at Munch Madness. We have come down to the final four. The intensity is picked up. My God, is this going to be
Cluck.
one for the
Cluck.
ages, folks?
Cluck.
Because this has come down to the final four. I almost said fantasy. Rachel, the time has come. We are about to crown a new Munch Madness champion. We are in
The chicken champion.
the end game of the fried chicken sandwich wars. Let's do this. We're in the final four. Rachel, first up, Popeyes versus Raising Cane's. Chicken tender sandwich on the sesame seed bun with the Raising Cane's sauce versus the Popeyes chicken sandwich. The chicken breast, the pickles, the mayo. Who do you have winning this?
I feel like this is difficult. The thing is...
So here's the
thing. Raising Cane's uses chicken fingers. Delicious chicken fingers. The bun is good.
Delicious.
Right? The bun is really good.
Yeah.
Popeyes uses a thick piece of chicken. Delicious. Crappy bun. So you have one that's going to fall apart.
Rachel's going to take the bun off of... She's going to go to both places. Just takes the bun off.
I don't want the bun, just the chicken. But I want the sandwich. They're going to be like, what is wrong with you?
You probably can order that. I bet that's a thing. I'm gonna
probably. They'd probably like replace it with like a thick piece of lettuce or something. They're like, oh, they can't eat the bun for some reason, but they could have the breading on the chicken. Okay, here's a thick piece of lettuce.
Yeah, they'll do the lettuce wrap. There's places that do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot take the bun off of the classic chicken sandwich at Popeyes. They're probably like, you can take the bun off yourself, boy. Like, so I'm guessing that's their.
They're like, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I guess if you don't want it, don't eat it. But that, I feel like, is what it comes down to, right? It comes down to the fact that we have chicken fingers on a sandwich versus, like, a thick piece of meat on a sandwich, right? I think that's got to be it. The biggest problem I have is that the buns also determine it, and you have the bun that's better at Raising Cane's, but you have and a crappy one at Popeyes. So it's kind of like they balance each other out at the end for me. I feel like if I'm going to go chicken sandwich, I feel like I have to go with Popeyes. Raising Cane's, I probably would end up just getting the chicken fingers, the side of Texas toast.
Yeah, it's a fair argument. Because are you going to Raising Cane's to really get the chicken sandwich? You're probably just going to get the tenders. The bun at Raising Cane's, because it is like the sesame seed bun, it's like a quality bun. Mm-hmm. It does allow you to have like that sandwich experience. But the biting into the Popeyes chicken sandwich because of the breading and the flavor and the spice, the crust, all of that, I think it gives you more flavor. I think on the particularly the chicken sandwich,
right,
the sauce is doing a lot of the work for you with the Raising Cane's.
Sure.
I think that the tenders in the dip, damn, it's close. Because like I'm thinking like, well, what's just better in general as the chicken? Here's what the deciding factor is going to be for me. Price. The chicken sandwich at Popeyes is like half the price of Raising Cane's. Inconsistent, a little more inconsistent than Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is usually is pretty damn good quality fast food every time.
Yeah.
Compared to Popeyes, which you got to go to the right franchise.
Right.
And even then, you got to make sure that like the worker isn't pissed off that day. Half the price, like almost half the price.
Yeah.
Let me check on that. Because as far as like quality goes, maybe splitting hairs a little bit.
Well, because you can't just get the sandwich by itself at Raising Cane's either.
You have to get the combo. Yeah, yes. You can't just get the sandwich by itself. You have to get the combo. But even then, even the combo of a side and a drink is cheaper. The bun is better though.
The bun is better.
Give me that bun on the
Exactly.
Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Yes.
I think that might win the whole thing. I'm going to be kind of boring here and go with Popeyes, Rachel.
I know.
Going to be kind of boring and go with Popeyes.
Damn you, Popeyes. It's stupid chicken.
It is what it is. Popeyes wins. So Popeyes is into the finals. Commendable by Raising Cane's. If this was just chicken in general, and we were just going with quality, Raising Cane's probably would win this battle. Might win the whole damn thing. But as a sandwich, I guess Popeyes is going to win. Popeyes is going to win.
That's my problem, is that it's tenders on a sandwich versus like an actual sandwich too. So I feel like
and that price factor.
And the price.
Like if Raising Cane's or Popeyes, either one of you, want to sponsor the show,
or both,
please contact us. Both? Yes, absolutely both. I'm not going to be discriminatory.
One
here.
of us,
we like
each
both
one
of
of us could have one of you. That's also
That's
fine.
right. Yes.
Yes.
We could definitely fight about that.
That's
that would
sibling
be
rivalry.
Fine.
That's it's perfect.
100%. Both of these are very good places to get your fast food at. To get your edible, digestible products at.
Yes.
Both of these places work well. And Rachel, maybe surprising in the other semifinal, it is Burger King against King Chick-fil-A. Which one do you think here? Which one do you got?
Do you want to go first on this one since you had me go first on the other?
Yeah, I think that people would be surprised at how close I would have these two. Mm-hmm. I think that they're actually very similar.
Yes.
Surprisingly similar. Overall, I think that the quality of the chicken is better at Chick-fil-A. Mm-hmm. Like the juiciness.
Right.
So I think that's probably going to be the thing that tips it over the top, which I know, again, is boring because we're having the two that were in the buys is who I'm picking. But you know what? Sometimes it is what it is. What are you going to do? There's a reason that everybody goes, oh, that's the spot versus the budget spots. Mm-hmm. But it is way closer than you might think. I think that Burger King's quality of their chicken sandwich is higher than a lot of people would guess. And it's worthy to be in this semifinal spot and for me to be like second guessing myself. But the size of that chicken sandwich that you get, I'll tell you what, right now, Burger King, if you would have kept that Chiking, I would have gone with the Chiking.
Yeah.
I'd go with the Chiking. I think that was the best fast food chicken sandwich I've ever had is the Chiking at Burger King. It was thick and juicy and it was like a whole fucking bird. It was really good. I don't think that the Royal Crispy is bad at all.
No,
I think it could up its game. I think the breading is good. I just think it could up its game slightly on like the chicken quality on the inside. And that's where I think that Chick-fil-A just is superior. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I think that the breading is actually probably better on the Burger King.
I was surprised at how much I really liked that Burger King sandwich. And with like where my rankings were at, it was so close. They were very close. Surprisingly. I don't know. I just it surprised me and I was just like, yeah, I actually really liked that. And I hate it because I want to let it go through because of how much it surprised me. And it just was like, wow. It had a wow factor for me. Chick-fil-A it was just Chick-fil-A. Like, I feel, and you're just like, yep, that's Chick-fil-A. It is a damn good chicken sandwich. That's kind of what you expect. You expect it, and then you tend to get it. Mm-hmm. And I hate putting them through, but it has that juiciness. It had a good flavor. It had the bun. I don't know. I guess we'll have to go with Chick-fil-A on this one. I feel disappointed.
It is what it is. It's like Duke going to the Final Four. Like I don't necessarily want it to happen.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Yeah, but Burger King, you can also sponsor us. We'll allow it. I think this whole Final Four, you couldn't go wrong.
Oh, I don't
could
think
not
you
go
can.
wrong.
I don't.
Think and on a different day, just like how when we rank things and we say on a different day, we might come up with a different answer. I think that's the same way with these chicken sandwiches in the Final Four in particular. For me.
No, I agree.
So Rachel, it comes down. The experts in Vegas would have said it would have come down to Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. They got the buys. It was for a reason. They are in the finals, and the time has come to crown the Munch Madness Champion. Rachel, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. Who will win the chicken war?
Here's the problem. Popeye's bun.
Whoa.
I feel like that's
Is that
the
good
problem.
or bad?
That's the problem. That's the problem for them is that they're weakened by their bun. And this is a sandwich. And a bun is it is important for a sandwich to have a good bun. Right?
Yeah. Yes. Our mother
I don't know what
judges places
here.
based on the bun.
Okay.
She says not a good bun. Or
that's
got
true.
a good bun.
That's very true.
Every time we go somewhere.
She does. Kevin
So
bases
part of
it
that
on
is
the
probably
fries.
because of Mom.
Mom bases it on the bun. But it's a sandwich. You know, if it was just based on their chicken purely, it would be more difficult. But the problem is that this is about a chicken sandwich, and the sandwich bun matters in a chicken sandwich. You're laughing. He keeps laughing at me. I hope you all know this. He keeps laughing at me, but that's true.
Well,
The two
part of it
major
is
factors of a
because-
chicken sandwich are the chicken and the bun.
Yeah, the bun at Chick-fil-A is better, isn't it?
Yes, and that's the problem.
Like I
want
had
Burger
to go like
King
look
to get
it
the
up.
crown. I recant everything I said. Burger King and Raising Cane's can have the crown. I don't want these two at the end. Sorry, go on.
Okay. I was going to go. I was closer to a Popeyes victory.
Well,
I like the
prefer-
chicken more.
I like the chicken more. I think it's the flavor. It's the flavor of the chicken. It's that breading.
Yeah, I think that it has a more fried chickeny like flavor to it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's hard for me to even see a difference necessarily in the bun. Like I'm staring at them like, is there a difference in this damned bun? Now, you could say Chick-fil-A is way more consistent.
Fair enough.
And it absolutely is.
Price-wise, they were similar, I'm pretty sure. So you can't really do
Well,
that either.
yeah, fairly similar. I think Chick-fil-A might be like a buck or two more. Nah. All right, so here we go. Both are often within 50 cents of each other. So there you go. This is the verdict according to the internet. If you want larger, crunchier, heavily flavored sandwich, which one do you think that one is?
Popeyes.
Yep. And a classic, lighter, more consistently available, reliable sandwich.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
From description alone, I knew who you were talking about.
and I guess it does go with like, God, they're both good though.
They are good.
They both are good.
So Burger King gets the crown, right?
Because these two negate each other, Burger King wins. What would your husband say, Rachel?
Do you want me to ask him?
What would he have picked?
Okay,
I do.
between these
he needs
two,
to break the tie.
Or
Between these two, and then what would
Specifically.
his pick be overall? Yeah.
okay, hold on. Give me a second. Hopefully he's still awake because it's 11. He might be passed out.
Wake his ass up.
He's asleep.
Oh no.
Do I have to wake him up? What if I woke him up and I was just like, hey, Popeyes or Chick-fil-A? And then just see what he said.
I mean, you're the one that has to deal with waking up your husband to say Popeyes or Chick-fil-A.
We both sound so disappointed with this ending.
No, I'm not disappointed. I'm more like I don't know how to pick between the two of them.
Okay.
And then either way, it just feels a little boring.
Yeah.
However, of course it is. It's expected.
It is expected. That's why I want the Burger King one to win, because it's not expected to me. It was like a ooh. When I ate it, I was like, oh.
I think Chick-fil-A is probably gonna get it.
I think it is.
I do think that Popeyes for the price is really good. I do. I think it does have a better flavor. Mm-hmm. But the quality of Chick-fil-A might take this thing. I think it's like Duke winning the fucking tournament, or Michigan State, I don't know, Kentucky or Kansas, like one of these fucking schools that always has like the best fucking kids at it. But you know what? That's the way it is. Now I mean,
I don't know.
We've given special.
No, give it to Popeyes.
Uh-oh, Rachel's rethinking this. She's thinking it
Well,
again.
I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard. It comes down to if I had to choose, if somebody was just like, we're getting chicken sandwiches, but you only get to choose between Popeyes or Chick-fil-A, where am I going? I feel like I'd say Popeyes. Why? Because of the chicken. And if you want like you want a sweeter taste, you're gonna go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
If you want it,
Yeah. You're gonna go there because of the chicken, Rachel. So I get your bun argument, but I think it's Popeyes.
but it's Popeyes.
I think it's Popeyes.
I think it's Popeyes.
Like, yes, when you
You
said
want that
when you said
crunchy
that,
chicken sandwich, you're like, we're going to Popeyes. That's not
yeah,
even a
you're right.
question.
As a whole, I might be like, oh, I'll get the sauce, I'll get the waffle fries, we'll do Chick-fil-A. But you're right. If it's just you're just getting the chicken
a
sandwich. It's Popeyes.
I think it's Popeyes.
I think it's Popeyes. In overtime, a comeback victory here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Munch Madness 4 champion of the fast food chicken wars, Popeyes. My God. What a final. What a championship match. Those were two heavyweights going at it, Rachel.
I know.
Just back and forth haymakers, a three-pointer at the buzzer.
It was ridiculous.
Rachel giving out a hypothetical question. Because I know
But that's the question. You have to ask that.
you were in the library or the gym or your car or your bathroom, and Rachel asked that question. You're out of your mouth, a majority of you, came the word Popeyes. If you
Popeyes.
just think about the sandwich, not that you're
Just the
getting
sandwich.
sauce or fries or a fucking brownie
sides,
or whatever,
none of
just the sandwich. Yeah, I think that's right.
And that's satisfying.
I think that's right.
I think that's right.
So congratulations to Popeyes. A slight upset, I guess I would say. I think if you had to guess, I would say Chick-fil-A was the 1 seed, Popeyes was the 2.
Yeah.
But there are no losers here at
Well, except for
the
McDonald's.
Shelf Life, except for McDonald's, at Shelf Life's Munch Madness 4. Was that the last place? Did they get last place?
I don't know. I gave him last place for me, but
Rachel gave
I don't
him
know.
last place on her list.
You'd probably
And her
say
list was
Sonic
the
because of its
official list.
pickle. It's pickle chicken.
I really got to go try this Sonic pickle chicken now. In fact, if you rename it pickle chicken Sonic, you might get something out of that. You might get higher sales by calling it the pickle chicken.
They had a whole thing
Just
of
saying.
pickle stuff, and one of it was like the breading had the like pickle dill stuff in it. It was a really good sandwich versus this. And this is your normal chicken sandwich.
So after a long deliberation there on the championship finale, we have come to our conclusion on Popeyes. Ladies and gentlemen, where did we get it wrong? What should we have included? What should we have not have included? Please let us know. I'm sure we'll do a second one. I actually want to do one where it's sandwiches in general from fast food places. Now, a disclaimer for all of this, you're probably better off than going to any of these places if like price isn't a worry, of going to like a local place that serves a fried chicken sandwich.
I would go there. They usually have like a better everything. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've got
If you
several
want
in the area.
quality,
And
yeah.
for the price, because
Yeah.
all these prices are bullshit.
So close
from
now.
these fast food places, you might as well go to a more quality
actual
place
restaurant.
and get an actual fucking sandwich.
Get that local
So,
food from that person.
dismiss everything that we said, unless you're on a road trip or something listening to this, because by God, these fast food places are out of fucking control when it comes to their prices.
The first one to actually
And-
drop its prices is going to be the winner. I'm telling you, they're going to have so many sales.
Probably. They all keep claiming that they're going to do it, and it's like...
Because none of them want to
waiting.
piss or get off the pot, guys. Piss or get off the pot.
So that was Munch Madness 4, the crowd going wild, Popeyes cutting down the nets. Congratulations to them. Chick-fil-A being very courteous and, of course, respectful as they are because they're
'Cause
Christian
they
nut
are who
jobs.
they are. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and those Christian nut jobs put together a pretty good sandwich, but the Southern fried Cajun folk
Coming out with
win
the
this
win.
tournament.
It's just so comforting.
Rachel.
They're more comforting than Chick-fil-A.
Rachel, I'm going to make an announcement right here.
An announcement?
Right now.
Oh, God, okay. Should I be concerned? Do I know what's happening?
No, you
Oh,
don't.
God.
I'm making some slight of an executive decision right now.
Uh-oh.
Next year will be Munch Madness 5.
Yes.
This was a smaller bracket, even though we extended the time for it because we can bullshit about anything.
Correct.
Next year we're gonna go big. Next year we are going to do, with your permission, of course. This
Of
is
course.
a partnership.
Obviously.
We're doing potato chips.
Ooh. Honing in
gonna-
on
we have
that
a year.
potato.
We have a
Interesting.
year to do potato chips. Throughout the year, get your journal out, Rachel. Make sure that you rank them. We determine what will go into the tournament folks at home, you have a year if you want to nominate Chips
Ooh.
to be in the tournament.
Let us know.
Send us the email, the
Emails,
comments, whatever it needs to be. Let us know what potato chips need to be in the bracket for next year. This is a big one.
At us.
We're going big. Mm-hmm. Potato chips will be next year's Munch Madness.
Wow. That's going to be an interesting one.
And we're not doing,
Is it-
conferences. Like
Is
not
it potato
just one
versus corn
Dorito.
chip? Because, like...
No. You can do Lay's sour cream, Dorito,
Because that's a corn
Cool
chip.
Ranch.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Potato chip. Any of them. All
Just
of
give
them.
us those crunchy chips.
Big and go home, potato chips. Any flavor, any brand. Who's the best potato chip? That will be next year's Munch Madness. That's going to be one hell of a tournament. It needs a year to stew on,
1
folks.
year. Wow.
We have a year. We have a year to determine the champion. But until then, from here at the Cajun Dome of Popeyes winning the championship, I have been
Wait, they
Kevin.
sponsored this? I'm Rachel.
Yeah, that does
And I'm
change a
Rachel.
lot, doesn't it? Well, anyway, might have had a home field advantage here. There is actually the Chick-fil-A stadium, so I mean they do sponsor a lot of things when it comes to like basketball and stuff. Wendy's sponsors the NCAA tournament though, so you never know.
Oh, that's interesting too.
Oh, by the way, I guess I should add in here, for those that may not have been listening to Shelf Life and just wanted a March Madness style show, go listen to the archive. We have volumes of stuff in all sorts of genres and mediums for you to actually get an idea of the actual show. And Volume 8, school's out for summer, Shelf Life's going to camp,
School's out for summer.
might be right around the corner, so be on the lookout for when Volume 8 will drop. And until then, I've been Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this has been Munch Madness!
Shelf Life, Munch Madness Edition. Brought
Shelf
to you
Life Munch
by
Madness Edition. It's brought to
no
you by-
one.
Because we're not fucking sellouts.
Doesn't this family know any songs that aren't commercials? I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight.